Yeah, you know, life be happening. Like it's funny because most of the stuff you think you prepared for,
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
don't
mean?
even know. You don't even know what type obstacles life can throw at you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I done went through some. I done went through a lot, bro.
Talk about it. Like start from the beginning though.
Like as far as like just coming up in Philly, like when you a kid, is cool. Like you don't really gotta worry about too much. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know, bro. Shit started getting real when I was like in the 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
That's when my grandma passed away.
Okay.
And then I had started acting up since there from the rip. I started getting in fights, getting kicked out of middle schools. And that's when with Paul, that's my old head. So Paul just networked me with the daycare John. That's when I met you.
Right.
And then so it was like a clean slate from there. That was when like I was being mentored, you feel me? And then like it was a clean slate, and then life just kept throwing obstacles, bro, and it kept making me. You mean like it kept like I don't know how to explain it, bro. It just kept sinking me back down to that depression, to that anger mentality. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And before the barbering situation, like I was just drunk, bro, wilding, bro. Like I was getting high, drinking lean and all that, bro, getting into it in the streets. Cause I had went through a deep depression. Like I was losing homies back to back. You feel me? Like it was just getting real out here in Philly. So I'm like, fuck it, like I can curse.
Bro, you can do your thing, bro. You good. It's a podcast. You can just flow free, bro.
Yeah, so I'm just like, fuck it, like I'm about to just wild out.
Yeah.
So I just was rumbling all the time, getting high, acting crazy, bro, just acting foolish. And one thing led to another. I ended up, getting myself into some shit that I'm blessed that I'm still able to be here. You feel me? And then when that shit happened, I'm like, all right, that's a wake up call. Like my mom calling me crying, like, yo, you being real selfish right now. Like I birthed you in this world as a king. You feel me? And you not seeking your self value as such, and you out here risking your life over some petty shit. And I'm just like, and she was like on the type time, like, listen, I done had your back through all these years. I'm only 19. I was 18 at the time. So I had your back through all these years.
She had you at 18?
No. I was 18 at the time when I got hurt.
Okay.
And she was basically saying, like, I gave birth, I put in the blood, sweat, and tears for you to be a king, and you're not seeking yourself as that. So if you don't want to be, if you're not appreciating yourself as that, and you want to be selfish, then you got, if that's the shit that you want to do, you got, like, do you?
So your mom, from the beginning, instilled in you that you is a king.
Yeah, for sure. So that's when I was like, damn, like I got Mom Dukes crying, scared for me. Because I'm out acting crazy. Let me get my shit together. So I just was praying, bro, like, yo, like, I need to get my shit together, you feel me? So, and then that's when barbering came into play. My uncle Maul, shout out to Maul, shout out to MXL, Maul, Shiz, Beauty, who else? Jazz, who else? Dano. Shout out to everybody that's out there, all the young barbers. I'm gonna shout y'all out later on throughout the podcast, but
Yeah.
MXL, my MXL folks, they basically was like, I told my uncle, like, yo, like, I don't want to be hanging out, because I had to shut out of school due to some, like, financial problems. Mom Dukes got sick, she lost her job, so I was working at Target, and I was, like, hustling on the side, and it was just like, damn, I got shit getting real, bro. Like, I see all my school homies, they leaving for school, and they like, bro, like, we need you to come out of school, bro. We need you out here, bro, because it's not safe back at home. It's not safe for you.
Yeah, ain't nothing back here for us, bro.
Exactly.
Especially when, it's designed for us to, like...
To fail, bro.
Be on that hamster wheel, just like death.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Like...
Yeah, so they was...
Yeah, go ahead.
So they was basically... My homies back in school basically was like, yo, bro, we need you out here, bro. Like we don't want to see nothing happen to you, because that was... Last year, it was like... It was over 365 deaths. If you think about it, it's only 365 days in a year.
Yeah, it's literally a body every day.
A body every day.
That's sad.
It's crazy. So I'm just like, damn, bro, I gotta thug it out back at home. Like I'm gonna make sure I make it back out of school, bro.
Yeah.
And it was just like yo, bro, like they was praying for me on some, like, bro, like I pray you stay safe out there, John, until it's time to come back out to school. So that's how real it was, bro. Like it was crazy, bro. And then I was still getting high and all that. That's when I got hurt, and that goes back to.
So this whole period of time, you home from school now. because things kind of went south.
Yeah, well, a whole bunch of shit like family crisis,
exactly.
financial
right. So you home trying to, you had to make that conscious decision. Was it, school?
Yeah.
Was it like your long term?
Yeah.
Or do I try to thug it out now? You know what I'm saying? And do what I got to do for the family and, put that on the side. Because, you can always get that. But, you got family.
Come first.
Family come first above all else.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, one of the things, like, that stuck out to me was the fact that from the beginning, your mom made it clear to you. Mm-hmm. You was a king and you need to act as such.
Word.
You need to move as such. You need to, lead by example.
Word.
It's not always easy to do sometimes, especially when, sometimes you love certain people around you, but the people around you may not be the best for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the kind of shit that hurt the worst, I can imagine.
Yeah, bro, because, I was in school before that semester. I had that my freshman year at a junior college at a private Catholic school.
Okay.
And academically, I was successful. So I had people that was like giving me that energy, like, yo, we proud of you, we want to see you win, we love you, da da da. And then once they seen me go into that deep depression and they seen like how that dark shit changed me and how I was carrying myself, everybody turned their backs on me, but Mom Duke stayed the same. Mom Duke stayed drilling that king mindset into my head, like, yo, you a king. Like, I raised you to be that. Like, this is who you are, and I need you to see yourself as a king. Cause right now you acting like you don't have no value at all. Like, so that's the type of time Mom Dukes. I feel like if it wasn't for Mom Dukes, then I don't know, bro. I probably wouldn't even be here on the podcast, for real. So shout out to Mom Dukes, man.
That's heavy. Shout out to the moms out there that's really out there trying to push their kids to greatness. You know what I'm saying? Because like our people, we need to understand that. Our story, if you think about it, like the way they tell it, our story always started at the middle of some shit. And what I mean is like, it always started at slavery for some reason.
Right.
That's how
But it's more than that. It
deeper
go
than
past that.
Yeah.
We was king. We was architects. I go to HBCU now.
Yeah.
So I'm really in tune with my peoples. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I'm Asian and black, I'm in tune with both of my cultures.
Yeah, you already know.
You feel me? And it goes. Yeah, slavery happened for 400 years. Wait, it's been 400 years
since it happened.
Since it happened. About, I mean, roughly. Mm-hmm. But we go way past that. It was a time before slavery. We was all kings and queens. Like, we was architecture. We was engineers. We was geniuses, bro. You feel me? That's why they took us here, and that's why like they made society so grimy like that to make us think that we don't have no high value. Like we're savages when really they're the savages. You feel me? And it's crazy because it definitely impacted our society and our communities. Because in the community in Philadelphia, we got the mindset to kill or be killed.
Speak on it. Go ahead.
So, it's crazy because the kill or be killed mindset. It really, I don't know, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like.
It start early. That's the thing.
It start early, but that's because they made that mindset. They made us believe in that mindset in our societies and communities. Like they put all that shit in our communities. But that's the reason why it's so grimy in our cities.
You know what they do? They try to convince you that it's only one way, one identity of being black. You know what I'm saying? They try to convince you that you can't be the smart guy, you can't be the artist, you can't be the dancer, or you can't be the tech guy in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're from the hood, you gotta just be this carbon copy of like a savage or a monster or a ball player or
like that, but we're
a rapper. Like, listen, I can't play ball.
Right.
Let's keep it all the way true. You know what I'm saying?
My shit is
like
I
can't rap.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm an intellect. I tell everybody, I said, listen, like, I'm not an athlete. I just work out and go to the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. So I feel like being black should be identified on the spectrum. Like, it's different versions of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just can't put us in a vacuum. You know?
Yeah, most definitely you can't, because we're greater than that, bro. Like, we're the center base of every art that's out there. I mean, we got so much knowledge in the tip of our fingers. These iPhones and computers, and bro, it's like we gotta learn how to, us as people and us as a community, we gotta learn how to really be in tune and self-empower and
build
understand. Yeah, because as the reason why that mindset, that kill or be killed mindset, is so messed up, because it's like once you learn about who you truly are inside, all that shit that you used to would be out the window. Like in Philly, like we in Philly right now. I came back for the interview, but before I came here, I stopped by like my old like neighborhood,
right?
And I was talking to my homies like, yo, bro, like the shit that we so used to, like rumbling over and beefing over, being stupid as shit. Like if I look at you, and for a certain amount of time, you're gonna start feeling disrespected. You're gonna be like, what you looking at? Not you in particular.
I know what
I'm saying, just us as people. That's just what it's about. It's like, what you looking at, man? Like what you want to do? And it's like, bro, I ain't. Sometimes you ain't even looking at the person because you want no problem. You just looking at it because like, damn, that's a nice hat bowl guy.
Yeah.
That's
or you might think you know him. Like, yo, do I know it?
Yeah.
I don't know if
exactly. So now it's like, damn. So what you looking at? And it's like,
niggas always think they're a target.
Exactly.
And that's the thing they put in us. They think that you move like you got a target on your back, and you think you got to be better than the next man at all times. Yeah. You know, it's crazy how they just instilled that competitive, that toxic competitive nature in it.
Exactly. And it's like, I had that mindset before I went to this HBCU, bro. Like, I had that kill or be killed mindset, you feel what I'm saying? That's why I was drawn so much. If I had known the stuff that I know now, bro, I wouldn't have went through half of the stuff that I went through. Because I grew up fighting all the time. Like, I always grew up fighting. Like, so once I went through that deep depression over just a lot of shit that I was going through that I pretended that wasn't happening, that shit was happening, you feel me? But then once I went to the HBCU, my whole mindset changed. But as far as like the business standpoint, with barbering, matter of fact, you want to get into the barbering?
Matter of fact, you know, we could bring it on a lighter note, because you know we definitely did start off dark.
We started off dark.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, first things first, I want to thank you for because you mentioned you wasn't even in Philly, so you in Lincoln, right?
Yeah, I'm in Lincoln with it. Yeah.
Bro, yo, shout out to Lincoln, another HBCU.
Lincoln LU.
You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate you for showing love to the Let's Be Honest podcast.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the podcast.
Because you definitely had to come out. I always try to reach out to people for the podcast that's, you know, I feel like I truly want to have a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? I want to, like, I'm all about just peeling the layers back. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about life, talking about ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? The black perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy how we talk about, you know, upbringings and beginnings, because like I grew up in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up 23rd and Diamond, 23rd and Dolphin, like right there, like Raymond Rosen.
Right.
So I seen nut shit happening all around me. You know, like, but my people, my moms, like my people's always kept me like out the way. Right. I always had to like catch like 2 buses just to get to school. You know what I'm saying? Like they just kept me out the way. So, my experience is a little different. Right. And I feel like that's what need to be highlighted, you know, above all else. And that's why I try to highlight, you know, through this podcast, that the black experience, all our experiences are different. And we all go through our own trials and tribulations, be it in the battlefield or be it, you know, in the minefield. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So, as far as, you know, you coming through, I definitely appreciate you, my brother. I really do.
I appreciate you for having me,
you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
I got my man Devin, aka Chinx Cutz, in the building.
Yeah, you already know Chinx Cutz. We in, man.
We gonna get into the barbering. So like, well, first things first, how long you been cutting hair? Well, when do you find it?
So I started cutting last semester. So from I forget the exact date, but I know I've been cutting for about roughly 5 months now. 5 months, yeah, approximately. So how that started was my uncle. I had a long conversation with my uncle one day. Shout out to Ma. He on his own barbershop called MXL right there in West Philly.
Shout out to MXL.
Yeah, shout out to MXL. Shout out to West Philly. So I basically was saying like, yo, like I don't want to keep drawing out here. Like I got 4 months until it's time for me to go back to school, and by that time I was going back and forth to school just to finalize paperwork. Right. Like just to make sure like I'm really get out of school, because my main goal is really like getting away from Philly. You feel me? Like taking a break from the city, taking a break from all the stuff that was going on in Philly. Because when you're in that environment, it get overwhelming.
It's too familiar.
Yeah, it's too familiar, and then it's too crazy. It was hectic around the time, bro. A lot of shit was going down, bro. So he was basically saying like, all right, like I hear what you're saying, but I gotta see that you really want this. Because I don't want to teach somebody something. Like you could lead the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. That's the type of time he was on. So I was like, all right, bet. So I kept coming by the shop, and he seen like, oh yeah, yeah, nephew, you really want this shit. So, hey, look, man, like, I'm asking about clippers and all that. So like, yeah, man, the first Jones you want to get is the T-liners and Magic Walls, the trimmers.
Those brands?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the T-liners is like the line up the hairline. Okay. And the Magic Walls, they basically to trim the hair down. Okay. So he was basically saying like, get these Jones. I got the clippers. I started cutting my own shit, fucking my John up, getting my shit. So I was coming by the shop. He was like, damn, nephew, like, you can't be doing this. And you mean, I'm like, I'm trying to learn.
Yeah, so I ain't got no mannequin, so I'm trying to do it the best way I know how.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn.
I mean, ain't nobody gonna let me fuck their shit up, so I gotta fuck mine up. Like,
yeah, so he was just like, all right,
the sacrifice.
Man. Yeah, so he was just like, all right, yo, I'm gonna have this class. I mean, it costs this so much amount. You feel me? I need you to take this job if you really want to learn it, cause you're not gonna let this amount. You're not gonna let X amount of dollars go down the drain. You're gonna apply that. Yeah. I mean, rather than me teach you.
He don't want you to just teach you a skill. He wants you to teach you the skill, and then monetize it, and then invest in it. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, all right, cool. So I had it. You feel me? It was worth it. You feel me? So I had it. I'm like, like, let's rock out. Like, so boom, we had the class popping. So I was studying other barbers. Shout out to Shiz, shout out to Ed, shout out to MJ, shout out to Dano, shout out to Dice, shout out to Kev. I was studying other barbers, other young Philly barbers out there. Shout out to Rick, shout out to Shorts. These barbers in Philly that I'm shouting out. So I was studying them, hitting each one of them up individually while I'm taking this class. And like the days that I wasn't taking class, I was watching other barbers cut, and I was like cutting. My homie, shout out to Gene. And shout out to Troom LLC. My homie Gene, he was letting me cut him. Okay. So I was like, I was really like drawn on Gene here, bro. I was, oh man.
But he really wanted you to learn though. Shout out to Gene though for really making the ultimate sacrifice.
That's my brother, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Gene, man.
Shout out to Gene for making the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. So Gene was basically saying like, he was like, yo, bro, like I really want you to, master this art. Right. So I'm gonna let you, cut me. So that was what that was. And then one thing led to another. I started doing free cuts around the neighborhood that I was living in.
You know what's so crazy though? As simple as that sound, that's the best way to get your name out there though. Yeah. Because but yo, my man giving out free cuts. Like I mean, like you know,
why not?
Why not?
Yeah, he taking his class. You see.
Why not?
And I was posting content. That's another thing about business, like content.
That's my weakness right now. I ain't gonna hold you. That's my own personal weakness as far as like my podcast and like I get the content down. Marketing is my weakness. Like promo, I personally got to work on that.
Yeah, as far as that go, it ain't really hard, bro. It's just about, just putting it out there and making sure you put it out there, and making sure it got make sure that the content is interesting and catches the audience eye. So that's what I was doing at the time, and as far as the emotions going through trying really I was working at Target and I was hustling on the side, so I was trying to get out of both of them, trying to get out of both of that so I can stick to barbering 100%, be fully dedicated to barbering only. So it was a lot of people that doubted me, bro. A lot of people that laughed at me saying yo, bro, I don't know why you think this is gonna work. Just stand up there.
People that's close to you.
People that was close to me. People that I thought that was my homies that I was still associating with from a distance. They was I heard them talking shit. I heard people just counting me out, and it was just if I ain't have.
Why do you think that is though?
I think it's just a self-reflection of what they believe in themselves. They don't see themselves reaching a certain limit or a certain level in life, so they reflect what they see of themselves onto you. Right. So it's just if you say you want to become a millionaire, and I don't see it in myself, I'm gonna say, man, get out of here. You can't become no millionaire. But it's just not. It's I was that's what I believe, that I can't become a millionaire. So I'm gonna reflect what I feel of myself onto you. That's where I think that comes from. And at the time, that was where it was coming from, with people that was doubting me. So I just was you know what, man? Let me just keep praying, keep studying the game, and keep staying positive, and try to find a way to give back to my community. That's one thing, no matter what I went through in life, bro, giving back was my number one thing, bro. If I see the youngest on the block just playing around, I give them each $1, $5. Go get y'all something to eat.
It was so crazy you said that. It's so crazy you said that. I'm driving home this morning, right? So I stopped at the gas station. So you know how the young boys be out there trying to pump gas and everything.
Gas, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really no cars out there.
Right.
So they had came after I had already, my gas was already pumping. You know how you lock it and you just chill in the car, let that joint pump.
Yeah.
So mine was already done, but they came after the fact. So I'm in the car, I peep them walking up. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, damn, I already got my shit pumping. Like,
right.
So still barely no cars. So I get out to take the gas out the of the nozzle and shit. So I'm listening to the young boys. One of the young boys was saying, yo, I just went to the Meat concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to the joint that was this weekend, a motivation tour.
Yeah.
Yo, but bro, that joint gave me so much motivation. Like, I'm just listening to him talk. He said it gave me so much motivation. Like, you don't understand. They had everybody there. It was just a different energy. Like, I feel like that joint changed my life. I'm like, so I'm just listening to them talk about this joint.
Right.
And I'm just like, yo, these young boys probably got to be maybe 16, maybe 15, 16.
Yeah,
you know, they're at the age where it should get real for them.
Yeah.
So, remember, they came after I already started pumping my gas. So I get back in the car and I was about to pull off.
Right.
And I stopped. And I just thought for like a good second or two. So I went my wallet real quick.
Right.
Counted my bread. I was like, oh, well, I'll be good through the week. So I gave both of the young boys a 10. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
Straight up. Like I said, hey, you listen. I said, hey, listen. Ain't barely no cars coming out here. Like, yo, y'all good. Just go ahead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's thorough.
They was like, damn, good look. Go ahead. I said, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Just be safe, all right?
Yeah.
That's all it is. Just be safe.
And that's crazy too, bro. Cause I be doing the same thing, bro. Like nowadays, bro. Like I don't value money at all. Like, it's just paper. Like it's just like. I see people getting killed.
It make things easier, but it's not something that you need to place your value on.
Yeah, like I don't love money, man. Like money, it's just what it is. It just makes life a little bit easier. But you really in order to be happy and healthy, you got to be in tune with your spirit, rather than be in lust of money.
And barbering, like
exactly, and barbering, and that's another thing. Barbering really helped me stay true to myself, because it's like I know my lane now, and I'm able to support people. And it's like, I don't cherish the money. Like I appreciate that it comes, but I don't cherish it.
Yeah, it's just a part of it.
It's just a part of it. It's just something that can help us both grow as far as position wise, as far as.
It can help you execute. It can help you build.
But it don't. Money don't. Yeah, it don't make me. You know what I'm saying?
You ever notice how the people that make the most money, they still be committing suicide? Though?
Exactly.
So that should tell you automatically.
Exactly.
And it's that the money not really changing.
It's who you are, and it's who you are.
It inflates.
Yeah.
It inflates what you already are. So if you're not a solid individual in tune with the spirit, you automatically gonna falter when the money get in front of you.
Exactly.
It's like I said, it's just gonna inflate what you already are.
Yeah. So back to what you giving the bread to the youngins, like. I salute that. I respect that.
Yeah, I didn't even plan on it, bro. It was weird. Like, that's like the second time I had like a feeling where I felt like God really moved me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Cause that might have really like I do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like even with my homie, shout out to my man, with the clothing line. This is brand right here. It's called Dream.
That joint, how I fuck with that.
Yeah, he got like a whole bunch of like street apparel, like hoodies, scullies, and now he got these Jones, these vests. These bulletproof vests.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I really fuck with that. I'm not gonna hold you. I may have to like.
But yeah, so
pull up on that.
Even like with the homies up school, and even with the youngins like back at home, like I throw like a couple dollars, like, hey, man, like go ahead, man, like keep doing your thing, like that. That's you're pumping gas. I was one of them young boys growing up, like pumping gas, but I wasn't 16 doing that. I was probably like 8, 9.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're younger. I don't really know how old they was. Maybe 14, 16. I don't know. But they young boys, like
regardless, they
trying to get it the right way at least.
Trying to get it the humble way, trying to get out of a humble dollar, not downplaying somebody that out there selling drugs or whatever like that.
You get out how you live sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta get how you live. But salute to everybody that's really like, especially them type of youngins. Those be the youngins that I really be wanting to like help out, cause it be like youngin, like that's third, like you making a humble dollar regardless. So let me support you, even though like you said, like even though I already pumped my gas, I see you out here, you grinding, you talking about fun stuff. You ain't talking about go killing somebody. You ain't talking about that hunting.
That was the thing too. Like I didn't hear him talk about nothing else. Like young boys curse, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But like
what y'all talking about?
I was just, like it caught my ear like straight up. Like I'm just listening to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, they can be talking about anything.
Right.
Anything. They can be talking about like fucking on this bitch. They could be moving. They can talk about moving this, doing nut shit.
Yeah.
But they talking about just some chill, regular, like innocent fun. Yo, this motivation tour, man.
Yeah.
This Meek just inspired
me. Yeah. That's like, Young and Hunt. Let me support that. There you go. Yeah. That's thorough, bro.
Even if it make him want to be a rapper or not, whatever he want to do, the fact that you see somebody from your city showing you how to get it the right way and they doing it successfully, humbly, you know what I'm saying, moving with character, you gotta respect it. You gotta hold it high. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why you know, even though you my young boy, I look up to you in little ways because, like you said, you gotta be in tune with the spirit and you gotta move correct. Yeah, for sure. You gotta move with purpose.
You gotta move with a purpose, bro. You gotta stand for something, or else you gonna fall for nothing, bro. And I had to learn that. And just like how you said, bro, you inspired me, bro. Like you went to college and graduated. I was like in high school getting suspended, like. My man really just graduated college, like, damn, like, and my brother, he graduated from college too. Shout out to Nana, shout out to Neve, Up Talk. He graduated from Morgan State. So seeing y'all two, who I know, shout out to all HBCUs, shout out to all colleges, but shout out to all HBCUs as well. But seeing y'all two graduate and go to college.
Shout out to Cal U, PA.
Yeah, shout out to Cal U. Seeing y'all two graduate college, it just was like, yo, like, this shit possible, like, this shit real.
That's the thing. Like a lot of us think it's not possible because it's so far.
Yeah, that and like financial, like people from poverty environments. Like I'm from West Philly, bro. Yeah. I'm from like the trenches for real, bro. And it's like I see most of the old heads. You mean either smoking, selling drugs, like they just. With their pants hanging down, with
old heads doing young boy shit.
Yeah, so it's like you really ain't like have like that real role model, that real like close image of somebody that's really trying to be better in life. Like we looked up to the wrong, and the shit that we was so used to, bro. Where I'm from down west, bro, it's like a motel right there, right? And we used to have football practice right across the street from this shit. At the hotel, bro, it was like drug trafficking, bro, prostitution, shootouts, bro, to the point where we all laying down on the floor with our football equipment on. Everybody laying like flat on the floor so that we won't get shot and nothing like that when the shootouts used to happen, bro. So that shit was normal to us, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like that type of shit was normal.
Change you.
So seeing you and seeing my brother, who I really close with, go to college and graduate. It's like, damn, because I know a lot of motherfuckers that just went to college for a year or two, came back home and started getting high again. But seeing y'all actually like, yo, man, y'all graduated, so that shit definitely inspired me. That's why I'm in school now. Like, shout out to my sister Ali, she passed away 3 years ago.
Rest in peace, Ali.
Yeah, rest in peace to Ali.
Rest in paradise.
She definitely influenced me as well to go to college. Like, I used to be like, in high school, like, doing my own thing, fighting and shit like that. But I was a good student academically always, but I just had, like, I didn't know how to channel that anger, right? So she used to be, like, punching on me, like, yo, go to school, like, go to college, stop getting in trouble, man. Go to college, man. Like, go get your permit, go get your license, go get a car, go to college, man. Go get yourself a college girl. You feel me? That was the shit that they was, like, her and you and my brother used to really in tune that with me. And everybody down the hood, everybody where I live at now just be like, yo, coming up before I even became who I am now, they used to tell me like, yo, like, you special, bro. Like, you the ticket, bro. Like, go to college, bro. That's you. So, luckily, like, you know, Allah, you know, the Most High, he stayed with me. He sticked it out. And he allowed me to go through some stuff. And, you know, I think I'm every day that I'm still here to, you know, to have, just to still be here and take advantage of every opportunity that's given to me.
He got you here.
For sure.
And I feel like the goal is to keep you here. Yeah. Because, like I said, without purpose, what are we? We just existing.
Exactly.
It's nothing. Like if you don't have nothing to hold on to, you know, then you ain't gonna have a problem being let go. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not gonna. Your standards low. Your boundaries non-existent. Right. It's just when you have no structure in your life. Sometimes it's hard for you to just figure out who you are, man. Yeah. It's hard for you to just build, hard for that foundation to really come into play. So when you really got the opportunity in front of you, sometimes you gotta recognize the opportunity was in front of you. Yeah. And sometimes people misjudge opportunity because there's not a dollar amount attached to it. You follow me? So it's a scary thing when you gotta sacrifice in order to get what you want, get to your goal, like make your dreams become a reality. Right. You know, turn your dreams into goals. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And humbly, I found my craft, you know, podcasting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The thing is, though, it's so easy where we're from to really lose track, man. Like, that's why I'm so proud of you, dog. Like, for you to find,
Appreciate
you know,
you,
for
bro.
you to find the artistry of barbing, being a barber.
Yeah.
And, you know, the thing is, people don't understand the true power in being a barber. And this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, your goal is to make somebody feel good about themselves.
Exactly. And
Bottom line.
try to drop as much
Knowledge. Why you got them for that 15, 20 minutes?
30 minutes. Well, my cuts be like 45, but yeah.
And listen, like, you listen.
That's enough knowledge to, save somebody's life. 45-minute conversation, that takes somebody far a long way.
What's the value in that?
Well, barbering, like I said, barbering changed my life, bro. So I try to change people's lives for the fact that barbering positivity changed my life for the better. So, basically, I'm able to give back to my community whenever I please. I'm able to make somebody drop some knowledge on somebody. Somebody could be having a bad day and just be like, man, my week is gonna go terrible. And I got the power to tell that person and convince that person, like, yo, you can't think like that. You can't go off a temporary emotion saying that, and the rest of my day gonna go bad. You change your mindset to, yo, my day started off a little rough, but I'm about to make the rest of my day go by smooth and great.
Yeah.
Because what you say is what will happen. If you say that you're gonna become this and you put in that effort, that's what you're gonna become.
The energy you put out is what you're gonna get back.
It's what it reciprocates, exactly. So as far as like value, I feel like barbering, you know, it give me like a lot of, I'm not gonna say power, but it give me it's like the source that I'm able to.
Pure confidence.
Exactly.
But it's like I know what you're saying. It's like how can I put it? It's something you really can't put into words. It's something that's.
It just flow.
Yeah, it's an energy.
It's an energy.
It's an energy that just will always just recoup. It's an energy that will always just replicate itself and just put you in that zone. It's a flow.
Exactly.
Especially like I can only imagine when after you cutting after a certain amount of heads, in your mind, in your body, how you lining them up and just the shapes and the angles. Yeah. I can only imagine you reaching to a flow state.
Oh yeah, bro.
A state where
it start flowing. Yeah, it really gets
a state where everything is just going the way it should be. Everything is sharp. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine what that's like. Because me personally, I don't have a steady hand. I keep it 100 with you. I try a lot of I try just shaping my beard up, like fucking it up. Like so I know I can only imagine the true, like, and then it's a trust there too. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it can't be understated.
Bro, when I be telling people how long I've been cutting, bro, they be like, what? Oh, I be like, bro, relax, I got you, bro, fall back, like, I got you. And then when they leave the chair, they be like, in the chair, they be looking in the mirror, making sure what I'm doing is right. But, in the end result, they be very pleased with it. But, yeah, bro, if it start off like that. It started off like that. And becoming a barber, it was just, excuse me, I went through a lot of emotions, bro. Like,
what kind of emotions?
Like, as far as like, so it's a quote that my pop always say. It said, you can't drive forward looking at your rearview mirrors. So you can't live your life looking in the past. Everything that you've done in the past, everything that happened in the past, all the things you've said in the past, if you hold on to that, you're just gonna you're not gonna get nowhere far. So with, me trying to transition from, going through so much and just being so depressed and just hurt and broken, I had to try to like let all that go. I had to let all of it go in order for me to grow. And it was hard, bro, because there was so many thoughts and emotions and scared of people, like not scared, but just like wondering, like, damn, how you gonna be viewed?
Paranoia.
Like, yeah, it's like, damn, like people gonna think like, oh, I'm acting new or something like that. But then I had to realize, like in my head, like, man, at the end of the day, what do I care what people think? What do I care what how people view me? Like, if I want to be positive, I'm gonna be positive. Like, cause I used to be, like, if somebody said the slightest thing, it was like, what? Who you talking to? Cause I feel offended. I feel like I got something to prove, when really it was like wrong.
At that time, would you have considered yourself insecure?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, cause at the time it was like I was down low. Like, I was like, when you getting high and when you just not in a certain position, you feel like people look at you as that. You feel like people like look at you as as belittled. So
like in a box, like this is your limit. This is your
limit. This is all you ever.
All you ever. Damn.
So that's what I was. That's why I was like that at that time frame. So.
Damn.
You feel me? But then
that's heavy though.
Yeah, but it took a lot of like therapy sessions and a lot of prayers and just me telling myself like, yo, I forgive everything for what it is. I'm not gonna never forget it, but I'll forgive it.
Right.
So with all the friends that I lost in the past, with all the relationships that was, people who burned their bridges, with just what was going on, like I forgive it all. I forgive y'all. I pray y'all forgive me, and I'm gonna pray for y'all every day.
You speak about, and throughout our conversation, you touched on, being in dark places, mentally, and depression, sadness, fear of, you know what I'm saying, afraid to, therapy even. It's in our community, we don't take that seriously enough.
No, we don't.
We really don't, and it's sad.
Like, it's sad because, and I'm a victim of it as well. Like you said, we don't acknowledge it for what it is and try to handle it and deal with it the correct way. We'll tend to self-medicate ourselves. Rather we go get high, we go sleep with multiple women, or if it's opposite.
Whatever
sex.
your advice.
Yeah, like whatever you say to yourself, like, man, I'm gonna go smoke because I'm mad right now. I'm gonna go get drunk because I'm mad right now. I'm gonna go. Yeah,
whatever your twist says, you gonna go do it.
Exactly. So that was what I was getting myself into, and it just was like I ended up making myself sick with all the drugs that I was using. I was drinking lean, like just trying to run away from reality, just ignoring that, I need the right help, and I'm not seeking it for myself, and I ended up messing my liver up, and I was eating unhealthy, bro. I had gained like 30 pounds, bro. Like, and I had high cholesterol. Like when I went to the doctor, I finally told my doctor, like, yo, I've been doing this, that, and the third, because I felt like this, that, and the third. And my doctor was like, yo, we're going to run your test results and all that. And then they had called me right back, like, yo, your levels to your liver and your cholesterol was odd. We need you to come back. So then they told me, like, what exactly were you doing? So I told them what's up, and they like, yo, we're going to give you this information for this therapeutic, like for therapy sessions. That and at my job, which was Target at the time, they had linked me with a therapy session, a free, like it was like a 3-session joint. So I was going both jobs, and it actually helped. And barbering helped me stop being high. Barbering helped me stop smoking, drinking. Barbering helped me stop just being mad at everything. Like it changed my perception on life itself. Like I'm more humble now. I'm more positive now. I'm more true to myself now. I don't gotta. Cool for me don't mean like what everybody else think it mean. Like I'm cool because I know that this is my lane. I'm cool for saying nah, bro. I'm cool. Like I'm cool for just believing in what morals that I stand for. You feel what I'm saying? So barbering definitely like saved my life, bro. And
that's powerful.
Yeah, and in Philly, depression and mental health, that's something that's major in Philly because we done experienced so much stuff. Like I said, it was 365 deaths over that.
Yeah,
last year, the year
where we come from, there's no way the average person should see as much trauma as we see or experience as much trauma as we do.
Yeah, word,
you know, like I said, you growing up out west, I grew up in north. Those two are the worst parts in Philly, in my opinion.
In my opinion, yeah, and the P, and the other P.
It get bad.
Yeah.
It get bad. Sometimes, when I go down there sometimes, just to, I still got peoples down there, so I just slide through. And I see the people that I grew up with, or see people that I've seen around me as I was a kid, and they in the same position. And it's a little disheartening because I remember when they wasn't there.
Exactly.
I remember when we actually had goals and talking about shit we was gonna do, and but I'm just glad the core people that I was around growing up, you know what I'm saying, they doing dope things, you know what I'm saying?
Same, it's vice versa with my
like the core people, like people that I run into in the hood, that I know, it's just crazy how you damn, I remember boy, he used to be the one always being able to do the backflips in the grass,
or he was the ball playing nigga, now he the shooter.
He was the dancing nigga, now he just here, now he just existing.
Yeah.
Just looks like just you see the darkness in their eyes. You see the unhealthiness in be it their skin or like you see the pain. And for us, for you especially, but for us as black people that's trying to pull ourselves out, and even ones that's stuck and just don't know where to go, sometimes it take that one thing, that one moment.
Yeah.
But you just gotta be willing to acknowledge it and accept it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like God and Allah will not put things, if they put things in front of us.
Right.
And God is just one. So
yeah, for sure.
You already know.
For sure.
But he put it in front of us. So, and sometimes you don't even dig it. It's crazy, man. Sometimes you miss an opportunity. And it's like, damn, like I was just showing you something. That this could have been you. Exactly. But sometimes the wrong things pull you back. You know what I'm saying? And you think it's the right thing, but in reality, it's not. Yeah. If your intentions aren't pure, you know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be from the heart.
It's not gonna be from the heart.
If it's not pure, that's what I be telling people. It gotta come from the heart. Because if it don't, then
it gotta be true to you.
Yeah.
People can smell you out when you're not being true to self.
Yeah.
So that's why with this podcast, I know for a fact I can't just like, if I'm being totally honest, like I don't want to talk to everybody. Like that's just reality. And I'm not saying my podcast is to share everybody trying to get on this joint. I'm just saying like I want to talk to who I want to talk to. Right. Like sometimes people I know close to me, they might say, "Oh damn, why don't you try to reach out to all these people?" Like I said, I mean, first of all, I like my relationships to be organic. I don't like to just reach out to people because they hottest.
Yeah,
and I want to just latch on to something real quick. And people can smell it from a mile away.
When you reached out to me, it was like, yo, I see your growth and I respect you. Inspire me, bro. So I'm interested if you want to come talk about this, that, and third. So that right there was like, yo, like that's genuine. Like you said, like, yo, I see your growth and you inspire me. Cause that meant a lot to me. Cause I'm like, damn, bro, like, you inspired me first. Like you inspired me. Like, so I'm like, come on, bro. Like you didn't even have to ask, bro. You ain't even had to ask.
Like I said, I appreciate that shit.
Yeah, bro. It ain't nothing, bro.
And you always got a platform here.
For sure.
I definitely want to make that known too. I try to extend that hand to a lot of my guests that come on. A lot of my I like to consider them friends as well.
Yeah.
That come on. Because like I said, I like to, just build organic relationships. Because the people I'm noticing in my life, a lot of the I'm just noticing a lot of people's talents, a lot of people's abilities. Like the older I get, the more aware I get. Yeah. The more we get. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm just noticing the capabilities of the people who I care about. I'm noticing the capabilities of people that I know. I'm like, damn, like I see this person doing this dope thing, doing that dope thing, doing that dope thing, doing this dope thing, and I'm doing my thing.
Right.
And I want to talk to them about it. I want to hear about their process. I want to hear how they got to this point. Yeah. I'm so, sometimes I fall in love with just people's stories. Right. How they became who they are. Right. Because, we all on this, we all on our own different path to greatness. Right. We all trying to get to the promised land. We all trying to get to that moment of just pure clarity and happiness at the end of the day. Right. So, seeing somebody as young as you, doing your thing, motivating the youth, monetizing your talents the right way, moving with intention, is something to behold. Word. It's something to really be inspired by. And you're never too old or young to be inspired by anybody, be it that person older than you or younger than you.
Yeah, that don't matter. Age don't matter. It
really don't.
Yeah, because I had my younger cousin taught me the game, and he inspired me. I was reaching out for him for knowledge. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not about age. And bro, best believe that you always got somebody watching, like I said, bro, and you always somebody you inspire a lot of people too, bro. And you inspire a lot of people. So salute to your podcast and just the fact that you accomplished so much, bro. Like you should get enough recognition for that. A black man going to college and graduating and starting his own podcast. That's major, bro. Right. And I feel as though, and I hope, and I don't even hope because I already know that this is what's gonna happen. But it's gonna start jumping, bro. Like it's gonna grow.
Because the goal, growth. I appreciate all that. Because the goal most definitely is, I want Philly to really nurture that network of just creatives, creative people doing different things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we just need to really nurture each other, give each other just extend that hand to each other.
Yeah.
Because each one teach one at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do this and I do this, all right, bet, let's see how we can network and build. Let's see how, all right, okay. So are you do the situation? All right, maybe I could, help you over here. You can come to the podcast, promote this, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wear your gear and shit, I invest in you too, show love.
Right.
Like, so many people just doing dope shit in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Like how can you not support them, especially your own people at the end of the day?
Exactly.
Like all this nut shit that was going on and recently in the news about the whole nut ass Gucci and the whole designer brand shit.
Yeah.
When they was just blatantly being racist with their product, and they've done it in the past, so I don't know why people still continue to fuck with them. But it's just one of those things like, why don't people really invest in their own people? Like, why you feel more comfortable buying a $300, $400 belt
rather than investing that to your homie
brand? Your homie, his brand, and the stuff fly too.
Exactly.
And then to make it even worse, you go up to your homie asking for a discount.
Oh my God.
What is we talking about? Last time I checked, Louis Vuitton and Gucci don't have sales.
Exactly.
They don't give out coupons.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have promotions.
Yo, tell them, bro.
They don't give out endorsement deals. I don't know. Bro. Maybe they do. But the bottom line is, it wasn't made by us, and they're not for us, and it never will be.
Never will be.
But I feel better showing love to that brother I know that got a dope idea.
Mm-hmm.
He executing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
That's the thing I love the most. You executing it, putting that shit to play, putting it in action.
I feel more proud of doing that rather than going to support a European whatever, like clothing brand, business, whatever. Like, I was telling my friend that she got her own business too.
Yeah, your cleaning business, your real estate, you're a real estate agent, exactly. Or like I said, black people
even if you got like a small sole proprietor job, business.
I can recommend you this person.
Like my friend back up school, her name Capri. She got her own like waist bead business. Like she sell like a lot of like jewelry and all.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. She be.
What's her name?
Capri.
Should I have Instagram so they can find her stuff?
I think her Instagram like it's Capri. Like it's Capri. I think that's her job.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any underscores in that job, but shout out to her too.
Shout out to Capri from Lincoln.
Yeah, she started flourishing with her that's right, we're flourish, right?
Yeah, flourishing. You right.
Yeah, she started flourishing with her business. She just be setting up venues and all that, different events, and just be jugging her Jones. And I be like, damn, I support that before I support anything else. So shout out to all like the young entrepreneurs, everybody that's, all brothers and sisters, young kings and queens that's out there that got that bright idea and y'all executing. Shout out to y'all. Like, it don't take nothing but to come together, reach out. We can reach out to anybody with these cell phones. So it's not nothing but to reach out to somebody individually and support them, throw them a shout out. Support their business with money or whatever the case may be. But shout out to everybody, all the kings and queens out there.
For sure, because we all got untapped potential. The sad thing is, and I don't mean to keep going backwards, but the sad thing is, imagine how many lives that was taken that could have been the next this or the next president or cured cancer or created this new invention. Just imagine how many lives that have been lost in our communities that could have done so many great things. That's why I try to really invest in her as much as I possibly can. Something as simple as this, why the fuck? And this bothers me a little bit, but I'm gonna share it. Why do I? And it's real simple. It's crazy. Why do I gotta go to? And there's nothing against their culture, but why do I gotta go to an Asian man or a Chinese man or whatever for wave grease or a brush? My shit, our shit. You feel me?
Right.
Something as simple as that. They not dumb. They understand the market they in. They only being businessmen and women. I get it. Yeah. But I don't see enough black owned businesses like that in the hood enough, at least.
Yeah, and that's one thing. That's because I don't know the reason for that. But
I want to go to a brother for my shit.
What I do know is that once these kings and queens graduate from Lincoln University, it's gonna be a lot of businesses that's gonna be out here. Cause it's a lot of small, black owned businesses that's out there. We just gotta look for them, or we just gotta start them ourselves.
Right.
So that's what it's about.
Right. I noticed. I was on your page, And one of the recent pictures you posted was I can't remember the boy name that you posted with. Y'all was looking real dapper. Like,
oh yeah, you talking about my man CEO Mills? Shout out to Mills.
I actually just followed him on the gram after going on your page.
He's an author and all, like he invests in 4K stocks, everything.
Yeah, I actually want to I want to invest in his book, purchase his book and read it because
he got a book called what is it called? Hey, so he got a book about mental health, and also he got a book about the other book he got is about. It's called Parenting from a Child's Perspective.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I want to do him justice. Micaiah Mills,
shout out to
CEO Mills, author, forex trader, flawless finish and mobile detailing, mental health and generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? I want to just shout him out because I was just scrolling on his page and just reading his captions and seeing what he doing. That's something, you know, and I don't know him from a can of paint.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know him, but it's just something I see from a distance and I want to. And obviously, you know, you behind him as well, so. I know the type of person you is.
Yeah, for sure.
You are. So I want to just like, you know, shout him out, and I definitely want to purchase his book when I get the opportunity.
Yeah,
and just get a feel for how his how he move and his mantras and you know what I'm saying how he think and how he able to just put those thoughts down. I definitely want to read it. One of the books is called Evolve: Eliminating Negative Thinking and Empowering Your Thoughts. Shout out to CEO Mills on that book. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how did that relationship come about?
So he's an upperclassman. I'm a first semester sophomore. He's a second semester senior, I believe, or a first semester senior. Right before I even came out there, my name was already going around. Like Chinx Cutz was just trooming everywhere. Like Chinx Cutz, it was just getting around. So
it roll off the tongue, bro.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Because back at in Philly, like my street name was Chinx.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's derogatory to certain people, but when that's
who you. That's a part of who you are, though.
Yeah, it's like a slang.
Yeah,
it's like a nickname.
It's
like everybody.
It's endearing at the end of the day.
like say Mills, you could call him Emma, you could call
or Chinx Drugs, the rapper.
Or Chinx Drugs, So,
I know exactly.
So
I got you, bro.
That was my nickname, whatever. But so I changed the name from Chinx to Chinx with an X. Right. And so my name was just going around, bro. The way I was like networking with my people, it was just getting out. So it got out the Mills, it got out the Lincoln students, and Mills hit me up on the gram like, yo, bro, you coming out here? I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, good, bro. We need a barber out here. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm sliding, bro. Like, all right, yo, hit me up when you first touch down. So I seen that he was an author, so I'm like, yo, bring one of them books, man. Like, let me support you, man. So he's like, all right, shit no more. So he actually pulled up on me the first day once I unpacked everything, he straight slid through with the book, like, yo, and we had like an hour talk about just entrepreneurism. Like, we just had that talk, like, yo, bro, like, da-da-da-da. So
just building.
Just build it from the rip. And like you said, going back from everything coming from the heart, it was just one of them conversations, and it's just that genuine respect and love. So we was chopping it up. And he was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna holler at you. So we dapped each other up. He dipped. So I started doing my thing. I'm doing what I gotta do to just get exposed, like, as far as an entrepreneur on campus. I wanted who I am as a person to be out there, because it was already out there in Philly. So I'm like, man,
you gotta build that base. Like you establish that base in Philly. So now you are, you know, you gotta just
So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm going around, I'm running around the whole campus, like, making moves and all that, like
probably put some flyers and all that, like doing your thing.
Exactly. I'm just out there letting it be known, like, who I am. So word got out. So he's seeing it. He like, damn, bro, you doing your thing. So let me rap with you again. So then we sitting down, we talking, we eating at lunch. The lunch table, we chopping it up. So he like, yo, I got this going on, da-da-da. All right, bro. It was like a contest, like a friendly contest. Like, all right, bro, you doing your thing, bro. Watch me do my thing
over here.
Yeah. So I start really, he snapping, because he already solidified.
Yeah, he been doing it for a little minute.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get things into play again. Yeah. You mean doing certain chess
working out the kinks. Yeah.
So then boom, now we ended up in certain environments together, and then he like, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you on it. You saying? So,
like, hey, I see you.
Okay. Like, come over here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We in this. Probably
introduce you to people later. That's what he doing. He a barber, so like, you know, he's sharp. I vouch for that.
Exactly.
So see how that.
So that's how simple. And that's what exactly was happening. So once we found each other in similar environments, he was like, yo, look, like, basically, like, I'm about to get up out of there. I'm gonna pass the torch now. So let me give you all the game. Let me try to give what all the knowledge that I soaked up from here being a freshman, all in one semester for you. So, come on.
Crash course and all this shit.
Yeah, so we together. He introduced me and taking me, like, we just
moving and shaking.
But it's direct people that we going to now. It's direct. It's not like this person telling me to go this person, or that person telling me to go these two people, and these two people. Like, it's direct. Like, I know who this person is. This person handle this. This person handle this. This person handle this. So now it was like, he clearing that path for me. He like, bro, come on, man, we about to go straight here.
Yeah, he making it known to these people that, hey, listen, like this my guy right here.
Yeah.
I'm teaching him everything. Yeah. So if he come to y'all, like, y'all know who behind him, who vouching.
Exactly.
I definitely understand what you're saying.
So he
carved out that lane for you. So by the time he leave, you could just pick up the pieces and keep it pushing.
Exactly. So that's the type of time he was on. That's like a bro. That's like, that is a brother, bro. And him and my man Rel, that's somebody I network with. He from DC. He another barber out there. That's like my brother too, out there. So shout out to Rel. Me and Rel, we sat down at a table together, and he told me like, ain't nobody, like, basically the impact that me and Rel made on campus at Lincoln University, as far as I'm concerned, never been made before until we did it. So we basically came together and made something happen. Rather, before I came up there, it was competition. Like,
you gotta change the culture up there.
We changed the culture, exactly. It was like, when me and Rel collab, it was like, people was like, dang, like, it ain't like, oh, that barber better than that barber, and he cut on different sides, or that person, even with anything.
Don't go to him. He going like, But it's interesting you said that you and your man, what's his name again, Rel?
Rel, yeah.
Rel from DC. Shout out to Rel from DC. It's interesting that you saying that y'all changing the whole energy of their whole competitive nature. And we were talking about earlier how just from the very beginning we were programmed with this level of animosity towards the next man, especially when they look like us. Like that's crazy to me. But like it's like built in. Yeah. And you automatically think, oh, just because they here, I can't get money either. Right. Or I can't be successful, which is not true.
It's not
true.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Because what y'all don't probably realize is, two heads is better than one, and then like you throwing ideas my way, I'm throwing ideas your way, I'm throwing clients your way. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, the network and the money gonna grow and come.
Grow, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of you competing over there and you competing over there and I'm competing over here, why don't we come together? We sit down, squash whatever we had, in the past we talk about in this bill. Next thing you know, we say, listen, like, all right, on these certain days we cutting, right? Yeah. And we ask, like, can we, like, maybe run out of space in the union or whatever, and we say, listen, this our little shop.
Exactly.
We clean up after everybody done.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how it went down too. That's exactly what happened. So it wasn't like, it was no type of, it was a clean slate with me and everybody else that was out there. It wasn't like
no animosity.
No animosity.
Everybody was just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we just was trying to figure each other out. Like, oh, this new boy, like, he coming up here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a boy that's already up there. Boom, let's sit down, let's collab. And once we did it, he was like, bro, that's my brother, man. Bro, crazy, man. He was more on like the type time, like, yo, bro, I don't, like, you could tell when you first meet somebody, it's just like, yeah. Compared to when you really know somebody, it's like, yeah, bro, da. So that's how Rel was like carrying it. But I had to let him know, like, bro, like,
it ain't like that, bro.
Come on, man.
It's all love, bro. I promise you that.
It ain't even about the money, man. It's about
the craft, right?
It's about the craft, bro. It's about the culture, bro. That's you know what I'm saying. And
you gonna come across people in your craft that's in it for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
It's old heads that's like that. It's old heads. It's people out there that's like.
Notice you said old heads though.
Yeah,
they the ones that miss their window.
Yeah, they be on the tight time like, oh yeah, I don't want to teach you certain stuff because I don't want you to take my clientele. Yeah. But that's not what it's about. Me and Rel, we sat there and we be teaching each other shit. Like, I teach him how to do certain shit. He teach me how to do certain shit. Now we both growing, and then we're forward. And then it's like we can collab with other vendors and other people and teach them what we know. Like, I'm pretty sure like he inspired people based off of what he went through and how he collabed with somebody. Just like vice versa, I could inspire other business entrepreneurs that just now getting this shit up off the ground, and I mean give them the formula in which me and Rel had made in order to be successful. So that's basically how me and him, became, you know what I mean, brothers. And it's still flowing till this day. Like, he out DC, I'm out Philly now. We call each other like, yo, bro, you out DC, I gotta come out there, bro. Yeah, you out Philly, I gotta come out there. Yeah. You saying it ain't never about no money. That's why, like what I was saying, bro, I don't cherish it, bro. I don't cherish it.
Yeah, the relationships you make while you're building your craft is an amazing thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm even noticing, even while I build this, I'm just, you know, just connecting with different podcasters, you know, man. Shout out to the Unforgiven podcast with Fraz and Trey. Yeah. Shout out to the Everybody Gets a Turn podcast with Irie Lennox and what's my girl name? Dorian Black. Right. So, I'm sorry, young lady, excuse me. So, yeah, I'm just noticing like people doing their thing, having different podcasts, just building, you know, just starting that base, being creative. Word. You know, I love that. You know, my podcast not competing with yours. You got your audience, I got mine. Yeah, we talking about different shit. So let's collab
because they might be interested in two podcasts. You know. Yeah. You know, coming together and sitting down and bringing that energy just together, seeing how you view things from a podcast perspective, or seeing how he view or she view things. That's what it's really about.
Yeah, and I definitely, you know, I try to just like, you know, listen, add to the views. You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna show up to your shit too, and that's the only way the energy gonna be put out. You know, the energy you put out, is energy you get back.
You get back for sure.
And that's a real thing. Like just reciprocating the right energy. You know, building that strong network of people that's moving with intention. Right. Moving just the right way, just being honest about their craft, staying true to who they are, cause like, you know, everybody got their lane in this shit. Like you say, you doing like, and I actually wanted to ask you something too. You plan on opening your own shop one day, I assume. Yeah.
So the plan is to open up. The plan is to sacrifice X amount of years to save up and just learn the game more and get all the licenses out the way, paperwork wise, and then open up 2 shops. Okay. In different parts of Philly. Right. And having some young cats that's coming up, either my age or younger or older, it don't matter, but having them come through and create an opportunity for them to become entrepreneurs and how to brand themselves and
so you can teach. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like your old head from MXL teach you.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that, how he did it, like he gave us opportunity, a lot of young cats opportunity.
He helped you get like your certification and everything. You official. That's it's a lot of young boys out here cutting in their basement. They nice, but they just ain't got that piece. It's crazy how a piece of paper changed everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like it make you better than the next man. It's more so just like it's just doing it the right way, making it official, making sure like, you know, I'm covering all my bases. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know, then eventually get your business license, you know, for your building. You know, it's just, you know, just doing things the right way so you can elevate it and grow your craft. Exactly. So that like, you know, that shouldn't be understated either. The fact that you went, you know, took the classes, took the time out, invested in yourself, to really establish yourself, and you know, not just for now, but for the long term. Right. You know, for your kids. You know, I'm all about legacy. At the end of the day, I'm all about trying to build for the long term. I'm not just trying to make moves for now. You know. Right. And I'm young. I'm only 24. But at the same time, I put a lot of pressure on myself at this age in my 20s, because this is why I got my energy. This is why I got my legs under me. Right. I'm not trying to waste time when I ain't got no energy. Then next thing you know, as you grow as a person, you know, and as the money grow, you know, you got to evolve with it. You know what I'm saying? As your craft grow, as you invest in it, you know, you got to evolve with it. You know, mentally. Like that's why, you know, every episode, I feel like I'm learning. Where like I'm getting better just conversating with people, being a better listener. Where and to being quite honest with you, and I'm not just saying that. And I always notice things about the podcast, but this is my latest episode 31. 31. Yeah, episode 31. But I feel like this is the most cohesive conversation I've had on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing against the people I've had on it prior. Right. It's just, I'm talking about just for me personally. Right. You know, just on my end, being able to just navigate the conversation. Right. You know, and with ease. Word. Instead of forcing certain questions. Word. Or, you know, like losing track of where I am. I'm just letting the conversations flow. Right. And whatever you talk about, whatever you feeling, I'll just move with it.
I feel like that's the best way to have it's a difference from like an interview and like a podcast, I feel like in order for things to go natural and like naturally flow with the conversation, and then once the conversation is over, and you can realize what in particular was talked about, and you realize what bases y'all cover, and then letting the audience know like, yeah, like you said, like this was the most cohesive interview, podcast.
I being honest, the what it is a podcast, but I call what I do with people as a conversation. Like I try to let them call it an interview, because I feel like sometimes when you label shit as an interview, it seems like you're trying to get something out of that person.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to take rather.
Word.
Whereas
rather
a conversation,
than just letting it flow.
There's a conversation we taking and giving, we learning from each other. You feel me?
Exactly.
That's how I like to think of it in its entirety.
I feel as though the audience is more attracted to that, you know, more so because it's like natural. You feel me? I'll be watching like, I'll be watching your podcast interviews, and I'll be watching like Breakfast Club, and I'll be watching like other interview stations like that, and they just let the artist or that person just let it flow, and then they'll probably ask a couple questions throughout it, but they just let it flow.
That's why they're so successful, because they do radio interviews a little on the edge, but they do it differently a little bit. Exactly. They probably gonna ask what they're gonna ask, but they only gonna go where you could take them,
right? Or
where you gonna take them. So that's how I see it. I'm gonna go on where you taking me, bro.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not here to expose people. Right. I'm not here to get a scoop or a hot take. I'm here to learn about you as a human being, figure out your path to success, to greatness, what you on now. The goal is I always try to take every episode, like I said before, I'm trying to just be better. Each and every episode. I feel like, the human mind, our minds, it's like clay. We're malleable, bro. We're able to really bend it to our will and just accomplish whatever we would like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I firmly believe we are the architects of our reality.
Real. That's real.
Along through God, as long as we move with purpose and intention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really do believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I really appreciate you for coming through to the Let's Be Honest podcast, because
no problem. I appreciate you
like
for
I said,
having me, bro.
We all out here trying to be successful, bro. It's not only as just entrepreneurs,
but trying to
grow
people. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I said, I always end the podcast with just making it very clear that we in a unique position.
Word.
And it needs to be understood that creative people do different things.
Word.
Not everybody need to go to college. Not everybody need to be a barber.
Right.
But however you do it, make sure you moving with intention. Making sure your intentions are pure.
Word. Making
sure that it always begin and end with God, with Allah, even with family.
Right.
Understand that without that base, that foundation, we lost out here.
Word.
There's no point for anything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You going back and making sacrifices for your mother. And that's something that shouldn't be overlooked. You managing to overcome so many dark things in your path, so many things that just knock you off your square, and just still manage to pull yourself out. Keep pulling yourself out, keeping your head, because it's like we talked about, mental health. Yeah. It's fragile, and it needs to be approached as such, and it can really weigh on you, everything that we go through, like you said, in your past, and it could really just define you if you let it.
If you let it.
But you got, like we talked about, our past, and what your grandpa said, like how you going go forward if you're looking in your rearview mirror. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't verbatim, but you know what I'm saying? Like
you was on it.
It's just that you can't grow if you stuck on your past. You know what I'm saying? Like history is meant to teach you, not define you or make you.
Word.
And just saying that I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. This is a very, very amazing episode.
Word.
Of the Let's Be Honest podcast, and I'm here with my man Devin Salim, aka Chinx Cutz.
Yes, sir. I want to say, bro, I appreciate.
Anybody you want to shout out, man, or anything you want to share before we close this out?
Yeah, man. Shout out to first things first. Shout out to Let's Be Honest. Shout out to the Let's Be Honest podcast, man. For real, I seen the growth and I seen the effort that you put into making this happen, bro. And I appreciate you for allowing me to come here and give my story and give my knowledge on what I got. To try to produce out back to the youth. You feel me? Whoever watches, I hope that they get something from this interview. There's many more interviews to come. You know what I mean? I'm always, whenever, you know, when we come up here, I'm always willing to come up here.
Sure, whenever you got something to promo, like if you you know, you got an event going on, whatever you trying to do, like just let me know. Be it if you get gear, if you start developing your own gear with your logos and shit, like you come promote that shit, like I'll rock the shit, you know, I'll point people to you, like my man, I know somebody that cut hair, like you know what I'm saying.
So definitely.
I'm gonna definitely always keep you, you know, I'm gonna always keep you in mind, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna always keep my eye on you, making sure that you know you move in the right way. But the thing is though, I'm not even worried about you though.
Right.
That's the thing though. I'm not worried about you because I see who you is now, and the thing is, it's not manufactured.
Right. Exactly. It's real.
It's real.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. And that's vice versa, bro. Like, if you need anything, I'm just a phone call away.
For sure. We got each other's number now, so we can definitely you know, just build. You know,
for sure.
Check on each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
most definitely. And I want to say, shout out to my family who ain't give up on me. Shout out to the friends that stayed true. You mean, through whatever the case may be. Shout out to all my MXL fam, shout out to Unc, shout out to Shiz, Ed, Beauty, shout out to Jazz, shout out to Dano, shout out to Rel, Mills, Trum LLC, Capri, shout out to everybody out there that's doing your thing. Shout out to LU for giving me a second chance in life. And we're gonna keep grinding, we're gonna keep growing, we're gonna keep staying positive, we're gonna keep, getting to that next level no matter what, man. Shout out to Nana, shout out to Ryan, shout out to Price, shout out to Habit, shout out to everybody out there, man. That's just that.
That's real. That's real.
You can follow me on Instagram too. Follow me on Instagram at Chinx Cutz, CHINX CUTZ. I'll be back in Philly throughout the summertime. I'll be stationed in the shop somewhere near you. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the clothing line that's about to drop. Stay tuned for these parties that's about to come. It's just gonna be a movie, y'all. We staying positive.
It's about to be a movement.
Yeah, it's about to be a movement, y'all. It's about that time for us to start applying ourselves, and that's basically what's gonna happen. So, yeah.
And shout out to the haters.
Yeah, shout out to the haters.
Shout out to the people that doubted. That's the thing. Shout out to the people that doubted because they don't realize how much power they got. But it's a weird power they got. But listen, shout out to them and fuck them as well.
Fuck them.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tune into the Let's Be Honest podcast, available everywhere on every platform: Stitcher, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. The podcast is available everywhere you can find the podcast. The Let's Be Honest podcast with your humble host, Big Bro Tone. Listen, y'all, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry. One love, y'all.